Now you're going to get some real comedy, apparently, at least is what I'm told. But it's comedy about computer science. And now the funny stand-up comedy of Matthew Lipari.
Yeah!
Well, that's really bright. How are we doing tonight, guys? It's really great to be here. I love Gates. You know, it's one of my favorite buildings, but I'm kind of concerned. I was confused as to what was going on when they were building this place. You know, in my mind, everything was going really well, and they just had one more decision to make. Mr. Gates, we're nearly done with the completion of this building. We have one more decision for you. We need to choose a scent. This place needs to freshen up. We've got pine, citrus, fresh baked cookies. What do you want? Listen, Jim, I don't like any of those scents. You guys got fish? I'm really looking for a nice stinky fish, something that gets worse over time. If you haven't smelled the fish, guys, you can just leave right now. Get out while you're ahead. Leave that way. Don't go that way though. That's where the war zone is. It's crazy. You know, they said it was a coolant leak that caused this problem. Oh, okay. Unless coolant leak is code word for fish market bombing, there's no way. Remember all that stuff they gave us freshman year, all those cool goodies they gave? We got shirts, books, pens, all that cool stuff. Yeah, where was my can of Febreze? You didn't warn me about that. I needed scented candles or something to protect me from all this stuff. I mean, I'm sure I could shove 2 pens up my nose and wrap a shirt around my face, but I'm not trying to look like a walrus in this war zone. It's pretty crazy. Do you guys know in the parking lot, the CFA parking lot, that mobile air quality testing unit? Yeah, what is it doing over there just testing the air outside? They're just sitting there going, oh, the air's pretty clean over here. Why don't they drive 2 minutes over here? The second they get to the Pouch Bridge, alert, fish, evacuate the building. Okay, I'm done with the fish jokes. It's over. You know, as CS majors, we do a lot of multitasking, and we think we're good at it. We try to do a million things at once, but we can't do one thing at once. Like, I'm standing right here. It's really hard enough for me to try to be funny and talk to you at the same time. I'm doing a decent job of that, I guess. But it's just really hard to multitask, period. I can go into any CS class without fail, and I'll see at least half of the people on their laptops, on their phones, just doing whatever. Well, I mean, maybe not Cosby's class. He's got that on lockdown. Even you mouth a word that sounds like phone, you're out. You're going to new university, you're done. CMU is over. Well, blanked out here. Yeah, so what are people doing on their laptops, right? We got people coding, people writing their homework, and you can see these people. You look over, they got their fingers clicking 1,000,000 miles an hour. They're grunting whenever they make a mistake. I don't know why they have to be so loud. Every time someone opens their computer and they try doing homework, it sounds like an F-16 fighter jet just flies by. I mean, I'm just trying to learn right here. This is kind of ridiculous. And we have people shopping. I mean, the amount of people shopping in lecture is absolutely ridiculous. I don't understand it. Recursion, I know it makes you want to buy a new leather jacket too, but I resist, okay? I resist, I have control. And the memes, oh, don't get me started on that. If you're not looking at memes in class, you're not learning, okay? That's a Gandhi quote, it's my favorite one, it's beautiful. I mean, you can go, and the worst part is that when you're sitting in a row and you look in front of you, if someone else is doing something distracting, it's as if you're doing that too, okay? You can't focus. You get one person doing something cool in their seat, it affects everyone in a 6-row radius. It's like a blackout. They lift up their computer screen, everyone turns into zombies just looking at their screen. Whoa, what's cool stuff going on? Whoa. There's no learning. I'm pretty sure if you have 4 effectively placed laptops in this room, you can take out the entire class. There's no learning ever going on anymore. You ask people what they learned as they walk out, they're saying, I saw some cool Tide Pod memes, but there's nothing else. It's just helpless teacher at the front trying to teach. It's not going to happen. You know, it's something really sad for us CS majors when we get stuck on a hard assignment and we just can't figure out what we're doing wrong, right? It always happens to me. We all have that one assignment that just destroyed us. That one assignment where if we dreamed about it tonight, we wake up on the floor in tears tomorrow. Okay, you're all thinking about it right now. You guys remember the 122 assignment images? Yeah, that was easy, right? That was easy, right? Wrong, are you kidding me? That was so hard. I had Andrew Carnegie looking so skinny the entire time. What the heck is going on here? The second I click run, I get anorexic Carnegie on watching. Oh my God, I couldn't figure it out. I was switching width and height, but you know, that's crazy. And whenever we look at an assignment, we always do the same process in our head, right? I'm always like, wow, this is so easy. What is this? I think of a solution that works perfectly in my head immediately. Everything is going so well. Thinking about all the free time I'm gonna have. It works in my head. Fronting it out is just a formality. We all know that. This is simple stuff, guys. But then I decided to write it out, right? You gotta do it. So I write it out, and this is when the code starts playing games with me. It always happens. First, it works for all of my test cases. I'm very exhausted. I've got like 2 test cases. I've covered all my base, but I decided to add one more. I want to be safe. I want to make sure I'm going to get a good grade. So I add one more, and my computer basically just takes a shit, right? It's done. My code does not do anything. So at this point, I take a break, okay? I don't need to do anything anymore. So I always think when I take a break that my mind's going to be working behind the scenes, trying to figure out what's going on. I'm just watching YouTube, and all of a sudden the video ends, and just, oh, I got the answer. It's pretty disappointing when that never happens, but I'm still waiting. So I go back and I try to attempt to fix my code. And what we don't realize also is that once we write this crazy illogical code, we take any break, there's no way we're going to go back and go into that possessed train of thought we had when we were originally writing it. When I look at my code again, it's basically Chinese. Like, I have no idea what's going on. We have variable names that make no sense. It's super int string bool, sexy tempore 1. I have to quit this. I'm lost. I was like, when did I write this? So at this point, when I realized that it's the pinnacle of frustration, I'm just done. So I almost wanted to submit the garbage that I have on my screen and call it a day, right? But what do? Well, first I take another break. Okay, you never have too many breaks. Gandhi again, you gotta let these out. They're insightful. So what I do after my break, I look at my code, and I just delete it all. It's all gone. And then, no, this is a helpful process, guys. And then I just think, I sit, and I was like, what could I do? What's the easiest thing I could possibly do to make my code work? And then it hits me. It's just the simplest thing, and I write it up, and I press OK. If you could see the moment, if you could record the moment when I see all tests pass, go across my screen, you could upload it as porn, and nobody would question it. It's absolutely beautiful. All right, that's it, guys. My name is Lipari. Thank you so much.